has got us in the mood for the men's triple jump final, which will be underway shortly. It's a warm summer's night here in the Hungarian capital city of Budapest. What a wonderful stadium it is, built on the eastern bank of the Danube River. The brand new National Athletic Centre is looking resplendent this evening. And the athletes Pereira from Portugal doing their final tune-ups before we start this incredible triple jump final. 2 Cubans, 2 USA, 2 Chinese athletes in the final. There's a lot of stories within stories amongst these 12 athletes that are about to take part in this triple jump final. We had a qualifying 2 nights ago. Zhu Yaming of China, the 29-year-old, well, he knows how to win medals, and 17-14 in the first round. It wasn't an automatic qualifier, but he knew that it was going to be safe, so he rested. Will Clay from the USA, we've seen a lot of him in the triple jump over the years. His trophy cabinet is full, but I'm sure he can make room for another one. He took all 3 jumps in the qualifiers, 16.72, his best from the first round. Emmanuel Ehemje from Italy, the 24-year-old, back in another final, 16.91 for that first attempt. Took 2, but rested the 3rd. Yuka Fabrice Sango, one of the favourites, the Burkina Faso 30-year-old, 17.12 in the opening round and then rested. Looks happy, looks confident, doesn't he? The Algerian Yasser Mohamed Triki, Miss World Champs last year through injury, 16.95. Looks like he is in shape. First round and rested. Liadan Tarilba, the Venezuelan 26-year-old, he was ecstatic to make this final. Took 3 jumps, 16.72 from round 1. Chinese athlete Fang Yaojing. Haven't seen a lot of him in 2023, but took 3 attempts, 16.83 in the first round. Here's the favourite, Jaden Hibbert from Jamaica, the 18-year-old. Incredible second round jump of 17 metres 70 to be the only automatic qualifier. Lazaro Martinez of Cuba, the 25-year-old, Olympic finalist as a teenager. Needed the 3 attempts, put himself under pressure, but a big 17.12. Chris Bernard of USA, 33-year-old, scraping into the final on the 3rd attempt, 16.71, and he's happy with that. He knew he needed to get that one right there. Christian Napolez, the Cuban, 24-year-old, had an opening round foul and found the board, and his biggest attempt was in round 3, 16.95. It's okay. He's made the final. Tiago Pereira, the Portuguese athlete, certainly didn't make it easy for himself with 2 fouls in the opening rounds, then a season's best of 16.77 in round 3. He was the only season best from the qualifiers to make it through to this final. Here's the start list. As you can see, 2 Cubans, 2 USA athletes. Will Clay and Chris Bernard are trying to do what their fellow countryman has done 4 times and win the title here. Christian Taylor isn't here, which means we're going to have a new champion. So one of these 12 athletes will be a new title holder. Christian Napolez of Cuba, Yasser Mohamed Triki of Algeria will be hoping they are the ones who can get onto the podium. Jaden Hibbert is probably the fastest, the world leader this year. He has the world under-20 record. Jumped 17.70 to make it through to this final, which is the best in history for qualifying in the triple jump. Previous best was Christian Olsen from 2003, a 17.56. So he comes into this final, Hibbert, full of confidence. See, the world record is actually the championship record. Jonathan Edwards from Gothenburg, 18.29. Certainly, triple jump is an exciting event on the circuit. There's some real talent out there that could push that world record. A couple of them are in this field. We are missing Pedro Pichardo through a lower back injury, which he announced only a couple of days before qualifying, and he did have a 17.91 windy from May. So without him in the field, all eyes are probably on Jaden Hibbert, the 18-year-old. And if he wins a medal here. I cannot believe this stat, but he will be the first Jamaican athlete to win a medal in the triple jump in World Champs history. Conversely, we have Ugo Fabrice Zango, the world indoor record holder, multiple global medalist. He's hoping to become the first gold medalist for Burkina Faso. Yasser Mohammed Triki goes last in the jumping order for the first 3 attempts, and they get to see the prize that they're after, the 3 medals that these 12 athletes are vying for in this men's triple jump final here at the World Championships. It's a great crowd that's assembled here in the National Athletics Centre. The stage has certainly been set for a nail-biting contest between these 12 greats of the triple jump pit that we can see on the screen. USA has the most golds with 7. They have a chance to add to that tally with Will Clay and Chris Bernard. They are getting on in years. I'm sure they won't mind me saying that, at 32 and 33. But they do know how to perform at this level, having represented USA on numerous occasions. Tiago Pereira from Portugal, the 29-year-old, eighth of the World Champs 2022, 4th of the European Indoors this year. From Venezuela, Leodan Tarilba, the 26-year-old bronze medalist at the South American Championships this year. Fan Yaojing of China, the 27-year-old Olympic finalist, 4th of the Asian Champs this year. Gold medalist at the Asian Indoor Champs this year. And here's Chris Bernard, the oldest in the field at 33, World Championship finalist back in 2017, where he finished 6th. He's hoping to finish higher up on the leaderboard here from the USA. Well, this man needs no introduction to the triple jump pit. 3-time Olympic medalist, 4 times World Championship medals already. He's after that elusive outdoor gold. Will Clay of the USA. Italian 24-year-old Emmanuel Ihemege, finalist last year at the World Championships, where he finished 5th, NCAA champion in 2021. Outdoors and indoors, PB of 17:29 this year. And he is pumped. Let's go, he says.
Jumping 11, former world
Christian
champion from
Napolez, Cuban 24-year-old, multiple World Championship finalist. Silver in the Cuban Championships this year, loves King Kong. Believes he's the King Kong of the track and field.
National record holder of Algeria.
Algerian 26-year-old Yasser Mohammed Triki, 5th at the Olympics in Tokyo in a massive personal best of 17:43. He's the national champ of Algeria.
Jumping 6th, world indoor
Olympic finalist as a teenager in Rio, Lazaro Martinez of Cuba, the 25-year-old. Double world under-20 champion back in 2014 and 2016, but he has a huge personal best of 17:51. Zhu Yaming of China, the Olympic silver medalist and bronze from the World Championships last year. National champion of China this year with a 17:36. Now here, the 18-year-old superstar Jaden Hibbert, Jamaican world under-20 champion and record holder, the current NCAA champion, furthest jumper in the year so far with 17:87. Jamaican champion, hoping to get Jamaica's first medal in this event. Ugo Fabrice Zango, the bronze medalist at the Olympics, 2 times World Championship medalist. He's got a silver and a bronze. Can he complete the collection and win the first gold medal for Burkina Faso? That's what they're after. That's what's on the line tonight in this World Championships men triple jump final. Well, the order's been decided. Italian 24-year-old Emmanuel Ihimage will be up first on the runway. Born in Carrara, Tuscany, to Nigerian parents. He's an Oregon Duck, 3 times NCAA champion. Greatest triple jumper in Oregon history. 5th of the world champs in 2022 with a 17.17. Finalist from Tokyo. He's set his personal best of 17.29 this year in California, and he had a windy 17.47. Getting the crowd involved. Not bad, first round attempt. Got it on the board. That'll give him good confidence to push a little bit harder in the next round. He began his AFTS career as a 400-meter runner and 4-hurdler. Nice and relaxed. Just collapses a little bit in that first stage. So loses a little bit of distance through the phases. He switched to the triple jump from those 400 hurdles in 2017.
Let me see the half phase.
And saw improvement pretty quickly. See, waiting for this result to come up. Man nicknamed DJ. 16.27. He knows he can go further than that. Venezuela athlete Leodan Tarilba. Surprise finalist here. Hoping to follow in the footsteps of the legend of Venezuela, Yamila Rojas, the world record holder. Firing himself up on the runway. He's a national record holder, which he set in May. 16.90 is his personal best. Yulimar Rojas has definitely been an inspiration for him. As she has for many Venezuelans. See what Tarilba can do in the opening round of this triple jump. He's got the run up right. There's such depth in this field that it could take quite a big distance to get through to that top 8. It's well over the 16-meter mark. Not quite at personal best yet, but not a bad opening attempt. 16.39 for Tarilba. Will Clay, silver medalist in Rio and London in the triple jump. 4 times world championship medal after that gold. Ruptured his Achilles playing basketball, grabbing a rebound in a friendly a couple of years ago. So he's just trying to get back into the best shape of his career. Horrific injury. He looks happy. He knows that he's in shape. He's a little bit frustrated, but he knows he's in shape. He'll be happy with that opening round. He's on the board. It's a clean jump. For the man who's multi-talented, not just in track and field where he's medalled globally at long jump and triple jump, but he's released music in the rap, R&B, hip-hop genre, platinum records, has his own clothing brand. And he's off to a great start in this final, 16.71. Certainly up and about for this final, Will Clay. Portuguese athlete, Tiago Pereira. He was 8th at the Europeans last year, 4th in the European indoors earlier this year. He's a 5-time national outdoor champion, including this year. Set his season's best to qualify for the final of 16.77. Be looking for something around that mark in this opening round. Can he do it? You can see the frustration across Pereira's face here. Nice on the board. So no issues with the run up there. Just not quite happy with his technique through the phases, giving himself some coaching tips before he goes over and gets some more advice from the coach. You can see the camaraderie between the athletes. Will Clay actually giving coaching advice. Jamaicans know they've got a superstar on their hands here in Jaden Hibbert, the 18-year-old. His goal is to be the Usain Bolt of jumping in Jamaica, and he's well on his way. Oh, that's not a great start. Let's hope he has not hurt himself there. See him running in. He's got that big bounding opening strides. Running in, just overstriding just a tad, and he reaches for that. It's almost like he felt himself cramp in the hamstring there and had to pull out of that jump. Let's hope he has not hurt himself any worse. It's just a minor cramp. It is very humid and hot conditions out there. He's had a really long season because he has been competing for the Uni of Arkansas. So he's gone through all the NCAA season. He's competed in Jamaica to win their championships and make the team here. But he is rubbing that right hamstring. Whew. That is not the way we wanted to see Hibbert's first attempt go. Lazaro Martinez of Cuba, World Indoor Gold Medalist from 2022. Oh, foul, but that was going to be big and he knows it. Martinez is one of the favourites for a medal here. He won the gold at the World Under-20s in 2014 and 2016. And then he had years of injury struggles. That was a big attempt. Unfortunately, a foul. But he will get some confidence from that, knowing that that 17-metre jump is in him tonight. So a foul for Martinez. Hibbert just grabbing some cream, which he will go back and rub onto that hamstring, no doubt, in between the first and second round. Let's hope he is okay. Zango of Burkina Faso. Oh! That was big. He has so much power that he generates through the phases. Massive hop. Holds the step and wowzers, that is big opening round from Hugo Fabrice Zango. He's showing no emotion, but 17:37, that is a fabulous opening round attempt. You can see he wants this. He is calm. He's not getting overly excited. He knows that it's just the opening round and he'll still have to perhaps step it up a notch if the qualifying rounds were anything to go by. And Hibbert can get back out there. But brilliant opening attempt from Hugo Fabrice Zango, looking to win the first gold medal for Burkina Faso at the age of 30. Look at the power he generates through those phases, and he's so super strong that he can control it. Fabulous opening attempt. The Burkinabe athlete won the first ever Olympic medal for his country when he won that bronze in Tokyo. It's a symbol of hope for his people. Zhu Yaming of China. Now he's certainly a danger to that podium. Last two global titles he has been on that podium. The silver medal from Tokyo and the bronze from the World Champs. Outdoor Championships. Last two ones on that podium. Can he do it again? Look close on the board. Big jump, even though it was a foul. He'll know it. He likes to get that opening round done in qualifying, where he can just get it done and he can leave the arena. So it's a little strange for him to miss that board, but he didn't turn pro. He didn't start training professionally until he was 21. Let's see here. Oh, super close. Super close from Yaming. Rarely fouls that first one, so this will be new territory a little bit for him. He's just got to relax, go back, because it was very close. And he does know that if it had been measured, it was going to be very big. So it was in shape. Now this is nerve-wracking. Hibbert, the favourite from the qualifying to here, the world under-20 record holder, does have some concern with that right hamstring. Espinard of the USA. Played football growing up. Majored in communication. Trains at the US Olympic Training Center in Chula Vista, California. What can he produce in this first round? Not happy with that one. Oh, no, it's okay. Looked annoyed at first, but no, it's okay. A lot of mind games happen out there, so he doesn't want to make his competitors perhaps see any frustration. That opening round, want to make sure that your run-up's right, so there's a lot of positives you can take from it. He knows that he's off that board, so he's given up in the vicinity of 40 centimetres. 16.21 is what's coming up with his jump. See here, he's off the board. Loses a little bit in the step. I think he was initially frustrated with that, but it's okay, he's experienced. Okay, we have two Chinese athletes in this final. Fang Yaojing, second in the world youth in long jump and triple jump in 2013. Sixth at the world under 20s in 2014. Focusing solely on triple jump now. Eighth at the Tokyo Olympics. Let's see what Yaojing can produce. Nice and relaxed on the runway. Looks across at the distance during the step phase. He's happy with that 16.89 to put himself into that second position in these opening 3 rounds. These athletes are just wanting predominantly to make sure that they get the final 3 attempts, so the 6 full rounds they can participate in. 16.89 is a handy opening jump by Fang Yaojing. Christian Napalez of Cuba getting the crowd involved. He didn't compete in 2022. Oh, just a few problems with the run up there. It's got great power and strength, sprinting on the runway. Has to really shorten his strides then. Could see 3 steps before that board, he really cut down his strides, but he was still well over, so he's going to have to really adjust that run up. You can see him looking straight to his coach and questioning what just happened then. And that's the issue that can sometimes happen when you're warming up and then you put that burst of adrenaline in. I'm tipping he and his coach will decide to move that run up back quite a bit. Final jumper in the opening round, Tricky of Algeria. Long and triple jumper in his youth. First Algerian to jump over 17 metres and has a PB in the long jump of 8.08. So handy long jumper as well. A little bit of a wide penultimate step before that board. Really stretches out in that final phase. He missed an Olympic medal in Tokyo by 4 centimetres, heartbreaking. However, he did come away with the national record of 17.43 when he did finish 5th in those Olympics, and that is a fabulous opening round attempt of 16.96. Can take a sigh of relief. He's now got one on the board that should keep him in that top 8. And now he can just concentrate. and trying to push for those big jumps. He loves to get the crowd involved, roars at them. He's an athletics fan. He's the man from Italy, the Hemejay. The more I get turned up by the fans, the more I think I can express myself as EJ, his nickname. See what he can do in round 2. 16:27 was his first round attempt. So fast. He is so fast through those phases. That is a great jump. Bit of a sigh of relief there. Zango still picture of calm, tranquility. He's got the open hands, relaxed through the shoulders, unbelievably fast through the phases. Hemejay, the 24-year-old. He's announced he's leaving Oregon. It's wonderful how he can now just straight away check out that jump. The coach can explain to him what needs to be changed, what worked well, get that immediate visual coaching from the sidelines. 16:84. He improves on that opening round jump. His personal best from this year, 17:29. So not quite that, but a good second round attempt. Interesting way to start your run up by Torrealba, the Venezuelan. Again, getting the crowd involved. Looks over to his team. That last minute support. Some familiarity from the crowd. Similar sort of distance. He's sitting down in 6th position after the first round. 16:39 opening attempt. He won the bronze at the Central and Caribbean Games, as well as those South American Championships earlier this year with a 16:41. So he's there or thereabouts, the mark. Well, there you go. It was very close to the first round attempt. 16:36, won't improve on that 16:39. Sure, his fellow countrywoman, triple jump world record holder, Yulima Rojas, will be watching this. Will Clay. Won a medal in both the long jump and triple jump. First man since Naoto Tajima of Japan in 1936 to do so, when he did it at the Olympics in 2012.
Warm up a little bit. Get in there and warm up a little bit. Get there, warm up a little bit. It's coming. Teddy, is it coming?
You can hear him speaking then. He's saying, warming up a little bit. It's coming. It's coming. Then he asks his team whether it's coming. Such a character. Just mentioned that he is coming back from that ruptured Achilles he had playing a friendly basketball game. He's a new dad. Him and his wife, Queen Harrison, the hurdler. It's a different perspective now out there competing. 16:99, he's right, it is coming. He is warming up, and in the warm-up rounds, he spoke to his coach just before the competition started about whether he should do another run-up because he wasn't quite happy with his final preparation out there on the track. But in his opening 2 rounds, he's got that run-up right. And it's coming, as he said. Tiago Pereira, Portugal, sitting in 7th with his 16:26 opening round effort. Made the final of the World Champs last year where he finished 10th. We'll be hoping to finish better here. Oh, he knew that was a better attempt, but it was super close on the board. He knew he had to push it to try and get a distance on the board that was going to make him safe in the top 8. He's just pushed it just that little bit too hard. Head down, doing that acceleration phase to get up to top speed. Speed that he can hopefully control through the phases. It was quite a big foul. So he's going to have to make some readjustments. He knows he's put himself under some pressure here. There's a personal best of 17:11, so he knows at his best he can get the job done. Okay, this is disappointing because next man on the lineup was meant to be Jaden Hibbert. Oh dear. And he is not taking his place for this second round. That is a massive concern. In his place we have Lazaro Martinez of Cuba. Whoa! That is a massive jump! He knew it was there from the first round. He just fouled, but it was huge in that first round, and he has got this one right. They knew he was a fabulous junior when he won those double golds in the World Under-20s in 2014, 2016. He has had years of injury struggles, almost gave it away, but his coach, Yelby Quesada, convinced him to keep the faith. The 1997 world champion. And that was a fabulous jump. And he has put himself in the lead with that jump. 17 meters, 41. Certainly happy with that. His mum, Isabel Contreras, was a 400-meter runner. And as a youngster, he did basketball and judo until he was 10, and his mum encouraged him to do athletics, which we thank her for. Hugo Fabrice Zango has just seen his lead get taken from him. Now, Zango knew he had a big first jump, so he's just pushed that second one just a little bit. He's fast on the run-up, just over. He's going to make a little bit of adjustment. You can see him there looking at his coach. The hand signals, he knows. He's asking how much do I need to move it back for the next round. That's the luxury of getting a first round jump on the board that's big, like Zango has. The 17:37 allows him to relax a little bit, knowing he's going to make that top 8. And he can just push these rounds and see if he can get a really big one out there to see if he can make it on top of that podium. We do certainly have a battle on our hands. Medical team is coming towards Hibbert. He's only rested the second round, but because he has a foul in that first round, it's not what he wanted to do. He would want to be out there competing, but let's hope that the medical team gives him good news and he can go out there and attempt at least on that third attempt. Well, back to the competition. Zhu Yaming China. Oh. He fouled that first one, so he had to. He had to. He's listening to him. He's very happy with that one. Little bit different territory for him having that first foul. But you can see here, he really did have to make a few adjustments coming into that board. There was a couple of choppy steps leading in, which would have taken a little bit of the edge off his acceleration. But it was still a very, very big jump. 17-12. Happy with that one. You can't hear. There's a bit of a gap between the athletes and the coaches, and because there's such a big crowd here in the stadium, it'd be difficult to hear. Well, Hibbert's not giving anything away on his facial expressions. Okay, 33-year-old Chris Bernard. He's actually a big fan of the Paralympic athletes, Jared Wallace and Lex Gillette. See what he can do here. I'm sure they're both at home watching. It's better, much better. 16-21 in his opening round, and that one was a much better attempt, and he's happy with it. Currently sitting in 10th position, so needs to push up that leaderboard. Haven't seen a lot of Bernard on the circuit this year. He's decided to stay in the USA and compete only locally. So this is his first international trip for the year. 16-62. Oh, he's in that danger zone, sitting in 8th. He's going to have to really risk it all in this next round. There's a lot of chat about Hibbert coming in here. A lot of people thought he was going to push for that gold medal. He wants to inspire the younger athletes in Jamaica to explore and don't just stick with the sprints, don't be cliche. So let's hope he can get back out there and continue to inspire the Jamaican youth. Fang Yaojing. China on the runway. $16.89 opening attempt. It's currently sitting in 6th. This is a great opening sequence of jumps. You're going to have to jump far to make the top 8. Jumped his indoor PB of 17:20 earlier this year to win the Asian Indoor Championships, and he has jumped over the 17-meter barrier again, 17:01. As he gets congratulated by his countryman Yaming. He doesn't have long to get this treatment, Hibbert. They can't stop the competition and wait for him. His great mentor, Sharika Jackson, is going in the 100 metres tonight, so hopefully she can't see what's playing out over here. Christian Napalez of Cuba. 4th in 2017, 5th in 2019. What can he produce here? Another athlete with such great power. He fouled the first attempt. So he needs that on the board, green flag. He gets it. Showing no emotion, but he will be happy with that. Such power through the phases. Really is a strength speed jumper. So they'll be just working on Hibbert's hamstring there, trying to loosen up that cramp. He obviously hasn't torn it too badly. He's walking around freely, but to try and compete at that high level, you need to have that hamstring not cramping on the runway. And Christian Napolez into 4th spot there with a 17.02. Look at that leaderboard. It's getting congested. It's going to take a big jump to get through. Yasser Mohammed Triki of Algeria. Currently sitting in 7th with 16.96. Big bounding open strides. Great step phase. And he improves his opening round by 2 centimetres, 16.98. Look at that leaderboard. Top 7, 16.98 and above. It's an incredibly high level competition over there, which makes it even more nerve-wracking for Hibbert. If he is going to get a jump on the board here, he's going to have to try and hit 17 metres. Hemejay getting the crowd involved like he likes to do. He is in 8th position, so he needs a 17-metre plus jump. Doesn't get it with that foul. So he is sitting in that nerve-wracking position of 8th. Any of the athletes, 4 athletes behind him, jump further than 16.84 in this final round, he will take no further part in this competition. And being the opening round jumper, it means that he has got to wait, hopefully 11 jumpers, if Hibbert takes his jump, to see if he makes the final cut of 8. He had to risk it on that attempt to try and get a big one out there. Just didn't quite pay off for Hemejay. This is the Venezuela athlete, Torrealba, who does the backward steps. Athletes often have interesting quirks that help them with their confidence. This is certainly an interesting quirk. He'll know exactly how many steps he has to take backwards, because you can see he's gotten back to the position where his marker is, getting the crowd involved. He's sitting in 10th position, so he needs a jump bigger than 16.84 to make this final 8. He pushed it just a little bit too far. Happy with that. He jumped the national record in May of 16.90. Looking down to make sure his foot hits that run up. Looking across, he knows he needs to outstretch, hoping that he can stretch out far enough to get that 16.84, but he's going to fall short. 16.58. Surprise finalist. He'll be excited about the experience, and he'll go away and work with his coaching crew and team and aim to come back even better next year. Well, here's Hibbert having a chat with his team. At least we're seeing him up and about. Let's hope that he takes his place in a few jumps' time. Will Clay. Actually proposed to Queen Harrison after competing at the Olympics, getting his medal. He's been very animated in this competition so far, explaining to us how he thinks each jump's gone so far and where he's at. He says he's getting into it. He's actually starting on the cover of the other long jump pit. So he has a long run up. Let's go, he says to himself. Just push that a little bit far. He knew that one wasn't quite right straight away. Foul for Will Clay, but he should be okay. This does not look good. He's taken his... Oh, this is not how we wanted Hibbert's competition to go. He's really held his cool out there. He hasn't shown much emotion on his face at all, but I mean, he's young, he's super young, he's 18, he's a world under-20 champion, as we see the margin of foul from Will Clay, who's sitting in 6th position after his 3rd round attempt. But, you know, Jaden Hibbert from Jamaica, the 18-year-old, he's a world under-20 champion already, and he can go to the Olympics next year and another world under-20 championships. This is not the end for him. He would have obviously wanted this competition to be the start of his global medal, outdoor senior medal collection. Wasn't to be, but he's a star, a superstar of the future, and I'm sure we will be seeing so much more from the youngster Jaden Hibbert. Well, after that disappointment, we go back to the competition. Tiago Pereira of Portugal, the 29-year-old, is sitting in 11th position, so he needs 1684 or more to push his way into that top 8. Not going to be. So he finished in 10th at the World Championships in 2022, but he can hold his head high because it is taking a huge leap to make this final 8. He finishes in 11th position, Pereira. He just really risked it on that jump, which he had to do. But unfortunately, lifted his speed on that run-up even more than his previous jumps. Just got that 4-centimetre foul. Well, there's no Hibbert, so we will go straight to the next jumper. Hopefully Hibbert's not too injured. But triple jump is so taxing on the body through those phases. You can actually see how taxing it is on the body. You have to be incredibly strong and stable. And if your hamstring's cramped and there's a slight tear in there, he obviously can't take his place. But Martinez of Cuba can, the 25-year-old world indoor gold medalist from 2022, who loves dancing and salsa. Oh! He didn't have to risk it on that one. Didn't quite get it right. But he is in the gold medal position at the moment. Certainly think we will see lots of salsa dancing if he manages to stay there at the end of round 6. Talked about his injuries, his incredible injuries that he had that really meant that he had to call on all his mental strength to stay in the sport. He studied PE teaching in his time off. His tibia was close to breaking. So took part of 2018 off and all of 2019 off, but he is certainly back and firing and finds himself in the lead of this World Championships final. Let's see what Ilga Fabrice Zango has to say about that, though. It's been the picture of concentration throughout this competition so far. Birkenaba athlete. Is a PhD in electrical engineering, has 2 engineering master degrees already, is a talented athlete on and off the track. Oh, just dragged that foot through the step phase. We don't want to see another athlete injured. Let's have another look at this. Powerful through the hop. This collapses a little bit, you see there. Oof. $17.28. You just get the feeling that Zango has a monster jump in his tank. So much power, and he's so strong, he's able to control those phases, the speed that he generates through the phases. It's a personal best indoors over 18 meters, which is just incredible. Season's best of 17.81, and you definitely get the sense that he is building for something much bigger, Zango. Zhu Yaming of China, currently sitting in 3rd position, the bronze medalist from last year's World Championships. First triple jump medal at the World Champs ever for China. Before he was 21, trained only in amateur fashion. Got to 21 and decided to step it up, be a bit more professional. Went from 15.38 as a freshman, and 10 months later was at 16.97. Quality athlete from China. What can he produce here in round 3? Just over-rotated a little bit. He knows that one's not his best attempt. Sitting in that bronze medal, 17.12. Decided great speed, good on the board. Just couldn't control the landing of the step, so over-rotated a little bit forward in the jump. But again, you can see through that hop phase and the height and distance he's getting in the step phase. If he puts all those 3 together, there's more in his tank as well. 16.53, round 3 for Yaming. Chris Bernard of the USA, majored in communication. Represented USA on multiple occasions. Needs this jump. He's sitting in 9th position. He knows that's his World Champs done. He needed 16.84. Best was 16.62, so he was just off that 8th position. Well back from the board. He's had a few issues with his run-up this evening. A couple of jumps well off that board, and he will rue that missed opportunity. because he has given up centimetres. Valuable centimetres.
guys.
16:03, but he was well off that board in that attempt. Fang Yaojing. Comfortably sitting in fifth with his 17:01 second round jump. Not quite as far, but he'll have another 3 attempts to see if he can get further than that 17:01 and push for the podium. Currently, we have his fellow countryman Zhu Yaming sitting in that bronze medal position with 17 meters 12. So he's not far off it. Chinese will be desperate to get one of their countrymen, if not two, onto that podium. But they are sitting there with Yaming in the bronze medal position so far. Christian Naples. He's the athlete sitting in fourth at the moment. 10 centimetres down from the podium. Spoke about how he didn't compete in 2022. He's clearly not lost any big-time performance anxiety nerves. He's out here straight into a final and sitting in fourth position. And that looked, unfortunately, to be a foul. He didn't realise it. So focused on getting a big to attempt out to try and push onto the podium. Eyes up, focused. As you should be. Keep the head up through the phases. Really just focusing on getting that big jump out there. He was not focusing on that board. He was just relying on his run-up being right. So I wasn't sure that he'd found it until he saw that red flag. So the Cubans are sitting currently in the first position and the fourth position. They're having a fabulous triple jump competition. They've produced so many great triple jumpers and long jumpers throughout the years. And final jumper for this men's round 3 in the triple jump final is the Algerian Yasser Mohamed Triki. He was injured last year. Third in the Monaco Diamond League with a 17:32. Sitting in 7th position, but he knows how to mix it with the world's best. Really desperate for that medal. We've just paused the women's 100 metre semi-finals that are taking place on the track, so he'll have to refocus. Triki. He's had a little bit more time to compose himself. The crowd's focusing on that 100 metres, but Triki is just focused on that runway. He has a 16:98 and he's sitting in 7th position. Oh, and it's It's close. You can see the frustration on his face because he knows how congested this leaderboard is around that bronze medal. And he has missed a global medal by 4 centimetres before when he finished 5th in the Olympics in Tokyo. So he'll be desperate to get that medal for Algeria. He's jumped 16.96, 16.98. That one looks a tad better, perhaps. But still around the mark. He's waiting, hoping. He knows it was a great jump. He's had a fabulous 3 rounds so far. 17.01. Pushes him up to 5th position. So in 4th position is Nabalez with 17.02. 6th is 17.01 as well for Fang Yaojing, but Tricky goes up to that 5th position on a count back because his next jump is further. So it is important to be consistent. Now let's look at Hibbert's attempt in first round. Oh, heartbreak. It just grabs as he takes off for that hop. And he knows, oh, that is not what we wanted to see happen in this competition. When you think about the way he qualified, 17.70 with 1 jump to get the job done, he would be desperate to have that 17.70 on the board right now. Fortunately, that's not how it works. We don't carry over those qualifying jumps to the final. You have to come out and do it all again in the new conditions. And his 18-year-old body just hasn't been able to hold up to the long season he has had because of the college system in the US and then qualifying in the Jamaican Championships. There's a lot of travel, there's a lot of competing. At 18 years of age, he still does have a teenager's body, so he's not quite conditioned like these senior athletes who are older and that little bit more used to regular world-class competition. So it's a sight we didn't want to see. Hibbert with no mark. Disappointing way for him to end his season here. But let's hope that it's not a bad injury, just a cramp, and he can go back, get some fluids and hydration in and be okay for maybe the rest of the season, or even if he puts the cue in the rack, he can get himself ready for a fabulous Olympic year. A bit of a break between the 3rd and the 4th round where the order will change. The 8th furthest jumper in the competition, currently as it stands, will go first in round 4. That was, of course, the athlete who went first in the competition anyway, Emmanuel Hemege of Italy. Here he is, the athlete who loves to get the crowd involved. Wait for his roar before he takes his attempt. There it is. Looks better, pushing to that 17-metre mark. I can't stress enough how high quality this triple jump men's final is. Hemege, relaxed, great step, reaches. Desperate for that 17-metre mark. can see that world lead sign, which of course is Hibbert's. He will take no further part in this competition because of his hamstring injury. We wait for Himeje's attempt 4 to see if he can move from the 8th position up the leaderboard. Will Clay, Himeje's distance of 16.91 was a better attempt for him, but he is still sitting in 8th position. Such is the quality of this triple jump final. Will Clay sitting in 7th with 16.99. It's hard to see that board. He thinks that was really close. He wants to see it before they... And you can see he has that ability to go to the official and have a look at it to make sure.
No.
Okay, so here's...
Look.
So here's...
No, I'm challenging you. No.
See, the thing is, on the board with the flat foot, that will definitely look like a safe jump. And then what they do is they look at the toe roll. And you can see here with the toe roll, it still looks pretty good, but they look at the line and they've given it a foul, but I think he's well within his rights.
No, this is not important.
Look at that.
You have broken here.
See how you've broken? A lot of the coaches don't like this rule.
No.
They don't like the rule where you break the line when you roll your toe over because you're powering forward.
That does not matter. It's not the last contact. It's if you ever break the point in contact.
He wants that jump measured because he knows it was big. And Will Clay has been such a superstar at this event, and his season's best, you know, coming back from that Achilles injury is 16.98, so he'll want a 17-metre plus jump so that he can take that into next season, which possibly, I don't want to retire him, but possibly could be his final Olympics. Been such an incredible athlete for so long now. Multiple medalist, trophy cabinet, his chock-a-block. Fang Yaojing is in 6th position. Again, pushing it, trying to get himself up onto that leaderboard. Sitting in 6th currently with 17.01, if you can believe it. He's jumped sparingly in 2023. He did win those Asian Indoor Championships with a big 17.20, so he knows if he can just replicate the big jumps he's had this year, he can put himself on that podium. But if he does that, he will push out his countryman, Yaming. Algerian Tricky, currently in 5th position with 17.01. Same margin as Fang Yaojing. However, Tricky's consistency has got him in the 5th position with that 16.96 opening round, 16.98 second attempt. What can he do here? Just couldn't control that speed and power from the hop to the step there. Gets the red flag on the board. In the Olympic qualifications, he had a slight mishap when he short split in the rear, but that is not what he is remembered for. He is definitely remembered for that 5th place finish and national record of 17.43. He went to college in America, was the NCAA champion in 2018. A lot of NCAA champions in this field. It's a breeding ground of talent, that college system in the US, where they get exposed to top-end competition week in, week out. Okay, the athlete who is just off the leaderboard, Napalez of Cuba.
Wowzers! Oh my word! Oh my word! What an incredible fourth round jump! His fellow countryman, as he pushed him off the leaderboard. The Cubans are having a field day out here. Oh, they're in the top two positions. He misses that gold medal position by 1 centimetre. Napalez. 17 metres 40. This competition is really starting to heat up. That is a personal best from the 24-year-old Cuban, who references himself as the King Kong of the triple jump. And he's so happy he's ripped his name off his shirt. He's going to have to put that back on for the 5th round, but I don't think he minds right now. Zhu Yaming sitting in 4th now. He's been pushed off the medal podium. And unfortunately, that won't be enough to get him back on the leaderboard, on the podium. So we've got Martinez in the lead with 17:41. Fellow countryman from Cuba, Napalez, in 2nd, 1 centimetre down with 17:40. And the bronze medal is taken by Zango, 3 centimetres back from that with 17:37. It's certainly a chockers podium at the moment. They're at the pointy end with 4 centimetres separating the top 3 athletes. But the other athletes will know that it's going to take a massive effort from here to get a medal. Now it's Zango's turn to see if he can get further up that leaderboard. Still the picture of concentration, so calm and relaxed. Cool as a cucumber, like the colour of his top. Just short, but another fabulous jump. If you look at his series of attempts, 17:37 in the 1st round. He fouls the 2nd attempt, 17:28 in that 3rd. So consistent over that 17-metre mark. Fabulous hang time there in the step. Really extending out towards that world lead mark. Just shy of that, and unfortunately a little bit off that 17:41 that he's desperate for. 17:36. Keeps him in that bronze medal position. He's already got a bronze in his collection from the 2019 World Championships. Here's our leader, Lazaro Martinez, 25-year-old Cuban. Certainly going better than the final last year where he no-marked. Sometimes disappointment can lead to greatness. And Martinez is well on target to prove that theory right. Let's go, he says. Gets out of the pit just to check how big it was. Foul jump in the fourth. He's got that luxury of being in that top position. So now he knows, because they're breathing down his neck, that he's got to try and get some space between him and the silver. That was a big foul there. Have to adjust that run up again, just push back just a tiny bit, still continue to really attack on the runway. Just got that one massive jump in round 2. No, Napolez with his personal best is very, very happy currently, sitting in that silver medal position. He can now almost feel like he's got a grasp on one of those 3 medals. Here we go. Hemejay. Another one screaming, let's go to the crowd. And the crowd obliges. They get the clap going. Can he draw inspiration from the crowd? Oh, he's so fast through the phases. Falls back. Just can't control it in the jump. That won't be an improvement on his 4th round, 16.91, which has him in the 8th position. The 24-year-old Italian. Began athletics as the 400-metre 4-hurdler. I think he looks like he prefers the triple jump with the crowd involvement. 16.70 for round 5. Next jumper on the runway, Will Clay. Just got this feeling about Will Clay's night that he knows that he's starting to get back into that form of old that's taken him to so many podiums over the last decade. He'll have to have made a little bit of an adjustment to his run-up. Only the tiniest of margins. He only just fouled that 4th round attempt, which looked like his biggest. So springy. Wasn't quite as good as his previous attempt, and that's why he's so annoyed. Because yes, it's on the board. Now, this is an interesting move. I've just heard that Fang Yaojing is going to pass attempt 5, which curious move when you're sitting in 6th. You're not actually on the podium yet, so maybe he's just having a bit of a rest. Some jumpers sometimes, if he's feeling fatigued, because it does put a lot of pressure on your body and is up to round 5, and he might think that for him to push to get a really world-class, high-quality jump, he'll have more chance if he rests this attempt and then gives it his all in that 6th round. Certainly doesn't look like he's injured. Maybe just taking the breather and regrouping to see if he can get a bigger jump out than that 17.01 second round attempt for Yao Jing. Tricky. Also with 17 meters and 1 centimeter. Desperate to not finish in 5th again like he did in Tokyo. What has he got here in round 5? Oh, not quite as good. You could actually see in that jump the desperation that he had. He really wants it. He wants that medal for Algeria. You cannot get tense. You cannot try harder. You have to remember your training. Stay relaxed. Focus on all the cues your coach has given you. Extra important in the triple jump. And that won't move him up the leaderboard. That is his least furthest attempt with 16.63 in round 5 to starting the competition. So consistently around that 17-meter mark. Maybe that's one of the reasons why Yao Jing of China took that rest to regroup. All right, here he is. Napolez with his personal best. Huge attempt in round 4 that catapulted him up the leaderboard. He is sitting in the silver medal position. He's enjoying this competition. Well, that looked big, but it also looked like he was over the board. He's certainly now taking a few risks to try and knock his fellow countrymen off the top of that leaderboard. Look at the strength. He's so strong, Napolez. Just such great step. Phase. Well over the legal mark. Now he'll be hoping that when he takes his next attempt, he is still in a medal position. That's what he'll be hoping. And then he can take a massive risk because he'll know he'll have nothing to lose. But the competition has certainly gone very, very well for Christian Napolez of Cuba. Okay. Let's see the other Chinese athlete in this final. Zhu Yaming is taking his attempt. He is just off the leaderboard, sitting in 4th position, but he'll need to have a much bigger jump to threaten the top 3. Oh! Another consistent jump for Yaming. He'll be looking for an improvement on his 17.12. But he'll really be wanting to get one out past 17.37, which is Zango's bronze medal position currently. That was a better attempt, you can tell, but it's certainly not out near Zango's. It's his second best attempt, 17.07. But it definitely looked better than his last 2 attempts. So he will go into that final round knowing that he's got to give absolutely everything to try and push his way back onto the podium. Hugo Fabrice Zango. Burkina Faso athlete. looking to try and win his country their first World Championship gold medal. Currently in bronze.
Oh! That is ginormous! Ginormous! Amazing by Zango! He's been so calm this whole competition with no emotion, but not even he could control that emotion after that effort. That was incredible.
Look at this, the concentration on Zango's face. He's so wonderfully relaxed. He's got his hips nice and high. That hop controls the step, which is big phase for him. And that jump, he can control the speed and strength to make that jump was just brilliant.
17.64. He is our new leader. Just wow. Season's best is 17.81, so he's still a little bit off that. But he has certainly given the Burkina Faso country something to be very excited about. Martinez has just seen his gold medal slip through his fingers. What can he do in reply? Well, he tried, but he fouled. Big foul. What is he going to do now to try and recapture that lead? He'll have to push the run-up back a little bit and rely on that great speed that he has on the run-up. It's back his ability. Martinez, PE teacher. Imagine having him as your PE teacher. Would be pretty brilliant. World Championship finalist. Teaching you the art of physical education. Pretty cool for school kids. Look at him now, he's gone back to his calm, steely focus. We're up to the final round. Zango knows he has done something very special. He's trying to pull in those emotions. He let himself show how excited he was after that attempt. But now he has to rein it in and focus, because he is going to witness the other jumpers go before him and see if he can hold on to that lead. And Hemejay of Italy, still sitting in that 8th position, has had a fantastic sequence of jumps. 16.91 from round 4 is his best. Oh, he just couldn't control the jump. It looked good till that point too. Well done. Takes a bow for the crowd. He finishes in 8th position. The 24-year-old Italian, Emmanuel Hemejay. Good hop, nice step, and then just twisted, rotated through the air, couldn't control the jump phase. That's what happens when you know you're sitting in 8th, you've got nothing to lose, so you've got to go all out. Just couldn't quite control it. Nearly took out our camera. Respect, coach. What a lovely thing to say. He knows that it's not just about him out there. He's got a team behind him that helps him get to this point. Gracias to the crowd, thanking them. Big future. Man with the nickname EJ. Well, Will Clay, he's been building through this competition. You can sense that there's a big one in there. Sitting in 7th with his 16.99.
Round 2 had a big jump in round 3, which was given the smallest fouls. Oh, darn it. Another foul for the legend that is Will Clay. But isn't it wonderful to see him out here, back competing, close around that 17-metre mark. We know he's capable of more, but at 32 years of age and having that ruptured Achilles that he's coming back from, coached by Jeremy Fisher, who is Brittany Reese's coach, I'm sure they will go back and they'll take a lot of positives from this competition, and he can build from that to see if he can get onto the podium for a third. Another Olympics, silver in Rio, bronze in London, double silvers, bronze in Olympics, 4-time World Championship medals, but he will be back, Will Clay. Okay, Fan Yaojing of China, sitting in 6th position, 17:01 from round 2 is his best. Oh, you can see it in this round. The athletes who are off that medal podium are just really trying to press that little bit harder. And Zhao Jing just couldn't control that wonderful speed he generated on the runway through those phases. See him here, he's getting great height off every step. Big hop, then just loses it through the step phase and can't control it. Over rotates and forward leans through that jump. Yao Jing finishes in 6th position with that 17:01. So 2 Chinese athletes in the top 6. What a brilliant effort by the Chinese. Just sense they're really building in their triple jump program. Tricky of Algeria, desperate to get a medal. Wonderful series of jumps from the Algerian Tricky. His country, Algeria, should be very proud of what he's produced here. He's top 5 in the world yet again. 17:01 is his best distance so far. Zhengguo will get the last attempt here. They reverse the order to the top 8 going into the final round. So our 4th place athlete, Zhu Yaming, will be up next. He definitely knows how to hit the podium. He was silver medalist in Tokyo, bronze last year for China's first World Championship triple jump medal. His last round, 17:07. You just sense that there's something big. He's done 2 jumps so far this competition over 17 metres. What can he produce here in round 6? Oh, it's bigger. It's definitely bigger. But it's not big enough, and he knows it. It's a great effort by Zhu Yaming of China. That'll be 3 attempts over 17 metres. Smiles to the coach. He knows he's given it his all in this competition. Fallen just short of the podium with that 4th spot, but top 4 in the world is nothing to be sneezed at. And his final round attempt was measured as his best of his 6, 17:15. So the medals have been decided, but the colour of those medals for these athletes still not set in stone. Okay, he's going to be absolutely pumped. Christian Napolez, the 24-year-old Cuban. Well, having a bit of a breather is see his career progression on the screen. He's a consistent performer. But no matter what happens here, he's walking away with a personal best and a World Championship medal. His profile pic on his social media is of King Kong. He often does the pose. I think he's going to do something special when he comes out of this pit. He will be absolutely pumped. He was 4th at the World Championships in 2017. 5th at the World Championships in 2019. So close to a medal on 2 previous World Championship editions. And now he has finally realised his gold. You can see the smile on his face. He has got that global medal. He's just waiting. You can hear the hush come over the crowd for the 400 metres semi-final for the women to take place. That's underway, so he will be able to get his final round attempt underway. It's a wonderful story. Self-belief and resilience. He didn't go to the World Champs last year, but he's held that self-belief that he belongs on the podium at World Champs level. So even though being so close, yet so far on 2 occasions previously, no matter what happens here, he has realised that dream, and he is going to walk away with a World Championship medal. Just watching the 400 metres, waiting for it to finish respectfully. Still can't take his attempt until that cone or witch's hat, whatever you prefer to call it, is removed from the runway. Certainly building the anticipation here, aren't they, for these final 3 jumpers? They know that the occasion is big. The nerves will be building. First World Championship gold medal is up for grabs for one of these 3 men. First contender, Christian Naples of Cuba. Looked like he fouled that one, couldn't control it. He is so happy with his bronze. What a wonderful effort by Christian Naples. What a beautiful effort by Cuba. The Cubans will be rejoicing. 2 medals from this men's triple jump. We know that one will be a bronze. Now, Martinez, the world indoor gold medalist from 2022. So he has finished on top of the podium before. A wonderful story of resilience. Spoke last year about hanging in there through the injury years, coming through the other side. Oh, it looked great on the board. Great, a hop and step, but just couldn't control it through the jump. Went a bit flat, but look at them, the Cubans are celebrating. Martinez will know how much the silver medal, after all those years of frustrations and injuries,
Means a lot to him. Lazaro Martinez of Cuba with a final attempt of 16.83. Inconsequential. That 17.41 was enough to get him the silver. The story of the night is that Burkina Faso is going to be getting their first ever gold medal. And it comes courtesy of this man on the screen, 30-year-old Hugo Fabrice Zango. He looks to the sky. He is a symbol of hope for his people. He's a goodwill ambassador for children's rights. He has a PhD in electrical engineering. He is the world record holder indoors. As a teenager, he dreamt of being a great scientist and wanted that to be a hobby. Well, it is not a hobby. It is a profession for him. And he is the World Championship gold medalist in the triple jump in 2023. He wants that flag. He knows that this isn't just for him, this is for his country. I am sure people will be out on the streets in Burkina Faso celebrating their hero who has just won their country's first ever gold medal. Hugo Fabrice Zango, this night belongs to you. Camaraderie is just amazing out there. Will Clay, who's been on the podium before, he knows how special this moment is and how fabulous that round 5 jump of 17.64 was. Now the medals that they were desperately wanting to achieve, they've already now received around their neck. Three very happy athletes. It was certainly an emotional triple jump competition. It had everything. It had the highs that we are seeing on the screen right now and the lows of seeing the favourite from the qualifying rounds. The youngster Jamaican, Jaden Hibbert, the 18-year-old, injured in that opening round when he looked to cramp on takeoff and couldn't take any further part in this competition. This was an extraordinary competition of world-class triple jumping. The Cubans, they love their dancing. They love to celebrate, and they've certainly got lots to celebrate this evening. 2 Cuban athletes on that podium. Hugs all round for Zango. Incredible moment. Incredibly disciplined athlete on and off the track with his 2 engineering master's degree. And now, to add to that trophy collection and achievement cabinets, he can add this gold medal, and he gets his photo taken with the 2 Chinese athletes who can also recognize the importance of this occasion. China should be very proud of their athletes. 2 athletes in the final, finishing in the top 6. Zango thanking the crowd. He was so
cool and calm throughout the opening rounds of that competition. You barely saw any emotion on Zango's face throughout the whole competition, but he did let some show after that big round 5, 17-meter 64 attempt. You can tell those images will be plastered across papers and social media. It's a historic moment. There's the final leaderboard, the final results. In first position, the first gold medal to Burkina Faso for Hugo Fabrice Zango. Two Cubans take up the next medal positions, Martinez and Napolez with his personal best 17:40. And there we see the disappointment that happened after round 1. Jaden Hibbert with no mark after that injury. Well, that was a fabulous triple jump competition. Certainly didn't disappoint. It had the highs, it had the lows, but what a fabulous competition it was. Not just